Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am late to the game on this. It is about 9 o'clock at night that I'm recording this, and so it's been almost 12 hours since the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom gameplay demonstration went live, and everyone's been reacting to it on Twitter. I've done my best to avoid spoilers and have avoided like 99% of spoilers from this presentation. The only thing I know is that a demo apparently dropped, and I did see what some of the enemies in the game look like, but that's not a huge deal. So I wanted to go through this and kind of give my personal reaction. Again, I'm late to the game, so probably everyone else has already made like 50 videos about this gameplay demonstration, but I've been really busy the last 2 weeks, and I felt this was kind of like a pretty quick and easy video that I could make, because I do want to be putting out content on a weekly basis if possible, but I just didn't foresee myself being able to put out a video this weekend, so I felt this was a good opportunity to record something and just put it out there. And also, I mean, I'm a huge Zelda fan, very excited for Tears of the Kingdom, obviously, as is millions of other people. So yeah, we're gonna go through this gameplay demonstration again. I've not seen this, and yeah, we'll just kind of talk about it and see what is cool. All right.
Hello everyone, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. First, I have some news. Development on The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is now complete. Thank you.
It's gone gold.
For waiting.
Yeah, we
Many
have
of you
waited.
are
What's been
looking
6
forward to
years?
this game, and we've
6 years, I
released
think.
a few trailers so far. Although it'll just
And I'll say right now, the marketing that has led up to this moment has been very strange. They've released 4 trailers, I believe, and all of the trailers pretty much revolved around the same thing: that hey, Hyrule is totally screwed up. Ganondorf is back. He's a big skeleton zombie guy, and things are not looking good for our heroes. Basically, all 4 trailers show that in great detail, but we never really got to see a lot of gameplay. We see tidbits here and there, like short clips of gameplay, but a lot of those clips just led to speculation and more questions about the gameplay rather than actually explaining and showing how the game works and how it's going to be different. Like, we've seen some different abilities, but I mean, we knew Link was going to have some abilities. We want to know the backstory behind those abilities. How did he get them? What is the glowy hand? What is the general world going to look like? Are going to have legacy dungeons, you know? So the marketing has been kind of strange leading up to this point. I feel like the 4 trailers they have released haven't really shown much of the game, to be honest. It's just really fleshed out the story and the stakes, but we're very aware of the stakes at this point. So I'm very excited to get into this and actually see some tangible gameplay.
be a brief glimpse. I'm going to actually play the game for you all today and show you what it's like.
Let's see if he's a gamer.
Okay?
Let's see if
Let's begin.
this old man is an actual
Here we
gamer.
are in the land of Hyrule. Like The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, there's a vast world to explore. Of course, it's not just the same world as is. It's changed in many ways. If we talk about all of the changes today, we'll run out of time, so we hope you'll seek them out for yourself when the game launches.
What was that?
In this game, the vast world, all of the changes today, will run out of time, so we
What
hope
is this
you'll
thing?
seek them out for yourself when the game.
It's obviously an enemy. What am I watching this in? Hold on. 720? Get out of here. Come on, man. Come on.
We hope you'll seek them out for yourself.
These look like those robots from the Sky Island. At least like they had the same color palette, like the green and the yellow. We've seen some stuff on the Sky Islands.
When the game launches.
And it kind of gave like a robotic yell there, so.
The vast world of Hyrule.
Looks like some Sky
reaches
Island
high into the sky.
robotics are down here. Oh,
Notice
that's
some
very
landmasses
Sonic
floating up
Frontiers.
there. We call them Sky Islands.
Oh, wow. What an inventive name that is.
You're
Sky
probably
Islands.
wondering something. How do you get to the Sky Islands when they're so high up? If we take a look, oh, something's falling from the sky. Do you see it? I wonder
Yes.
what that is. Let's head over
There's
to
a
it.
little green tornado, an energy tornado thing up there. I don't know what that is.
We're almost at the spot where the object fell.
Yeah, a piece of debris fell down. And I think we've seen this in a previous trailer. He's able to like ride them up
Okay,
to the Sky
let's
Island.
use one of Link's new abilities. If you do this on the rock that just fell,
Whoa, okay, there's like a cool aimer reticle there.
Abilities. If you do this on the rock that just fell,
Look at this like reticle, and he's like really able to aim it, you know? It's not just look at object, press button, and object it. I wonder if there's any significance to that, if that's going to play into the gameplay in any significant way, or if that's just a design choice. But the fact that you have like an aimer reticle is kind of interesting, because there are abilities similar to this in Breath of the Wild that obviously did not have this, so...
look, it started rising.
Oh my god.
This power is known as recall, which rewinds an object's movement. Since I just used recall on the fall, which rewinds an object's movement.
Look right there. There's one of those green tornado things that I don't know what they do, but you can see them all around the map in some of the other trailers as well.
Since I just used recall on the fallen rock, I can now rise into the sky. We're a lot closer to the Sky Islands.
Dude, this man is very perceptive.
There are a few other Sky Islands floating here too.
The way this is being narrated is like he's really trying to explain this to children, because he knows a lot of, obviously Zelda, you know, it can definitely aim towards children. He's probably like, all right, we're gonna have a lot of 10-year-olds watching this. I really need to explain what we're looking at here in great specific detail.
I made it. There are lots of ways to reach the Sky Islands, so we hope
Cool.
you'll try a few different methods.
That's cool. Multiple ways to reach the Sky Islands.
Now we're on a slightly bigger Sky Island. Just like on the surface, there are several man-made structures.
Look at the mini-map. There's like a lot of crap on that map.
You
a lot
won't
of like
see
grayed
any
out
of those
spots.
yellow trees on the surface, though.
I guess those are
Let's walk
trees
around
and
for a bit.
foliage, but
There's a branch on the ground. When you find something like this, you should pick it up. It might come in handy later. Let's continue. Oh, something's there. This is a brand new enemy called a construct. We'll fight it using the branch we just picked up.
looking at the symbols on his chest and stuff,
The
and
branch
kind of
broke. Not good, not good. Quick, get another branch and...
Okay, so does this confirm breakable weapons? I mean, it's a tree branch, but yeah, it broke just like in Breath of the Wild, so is it confirmed?
we defeated it. Moving on. We've now explored... We defeated it.
Look at the item over here.
Moving on.
So I was wondering what the thing's name was. Soldier Construct. Cool. Zonai? So it's a long-winded theory about the Zonai being... Wow. The Zonai were a very mysterious tribe in Breath of the Wild. So many theories and like lore videos on them that I've watched over the years. Wow, it's confirmed. Just like that. Just like that, it's confirmed. Well, it's not confirmed that they are the main inhabitants of the Sky Island, but that machinery obviously is confirmed to be Zonai tech. Holy crap. So all the Zonai ruins in Breath of the Wild, maybe the Zonai left those ruins for the sky at some point. Dude. That's actually massive. That's insane. That is so cool.
We've now explored more of this Sky Island. As expected, fighting with just a branch won't get us very far. Also, this branch
That's awesome.
is almost broken. So here's another one of Link's new abilities. If we use
I'm still
this
kind of
branch
freaking
on
out.
the rock over here and do this, look, we can stick them together. We created a makeshift hammer. This is called Fuse. You can stick objects together to create new weapons with various effects. Let's take on another construct with this fused weapon. We're dealing with two of them at once.
What? That was just a piece of the environment? I mean, it's an interactable piece of the environment. It's not just like a mountain or a wall or anything. And he shrunk it down and just stuck it on the end of his stick with a new ability called Fuse. Old wooden shield, tree branch. Wait, why is... Can you fuse... You can fuse items together to make weapons. Can you put stuff... Can you, like, mod your shield, too?
And do this. Look,
This is such... oh my god. I'm just gonna let it play out and like dwell on my thoughts for a second. Hold on. I'm just gonna let it play.
You can stick objects together to create new weapons with various effects. Let's take on another construct with this fused weapon. We're dealing with 2 of them at once.
He's swinging that thing like it's nothing.
The weapon's
3-shot it
attack
out.
is definitely improved. The other branch broke, but this weapon
Was
has
that 4
much
shots?
better durability. You can do all sorts of things by experimenting with the fuse ability.
That's
You
insane.
can fuse 2 weapons, for example. If we take this long stick and fuse it with a pitchfork,
Giga long
we can create a
pitchfork?
weapon with a much longer attack range. With this, we don't have to get too close to enemies, and we can safely attack
That looks kind of
from a
ridiculous in
distance.
his hands. That's ridiculous.
You can also fuse arrows with materials in your inventory. For instance, try fusing this leaf to an arrow
Wait,
in your inventory.
wait! You can fuse a piece of meat to your arrow? You can fuse mushrooms and whatever this is, a leek? What is, I don't know what this is. You can just fuse any random bullshit to your arrows? Can you do that to your swords and spears too? Okay, so one thing that made Breath of the Wild so special, and still makes it special to this day, is the inventive ways that players play the game. We've seen it so many times before in Breath of the Wild, players using the physics engine, the multitude of weapons and Link's abilities to just do wacky shit. Whether it's like quadruple billion combo a Lionel to death, or like one shot an army of goblins, use the shield surf ability and like the time freeze ability to then shoot yourself across the entire map, like breaking the game essentially. Players found ways to play in that physics engine and the mechanics that Breath of the Wild provided to the player to absolutely break and shatter the barriers, the boundaries of that game. And now you're giving them the ability to craft vehicles, which we've seen in previous trailers. And now you're telling me you can put a piece of raw meat on the end of an arrow and it's going to result in some kind of different effect when you shoot the arrow?
Try fusing this leaf to an arrow. Fuse an ice elemental material to an arrow and...
Wait, you didn't show us
freeze
what the leaf
faraway
does.
enemies. Very useful. In addition, let's see. There's a bird flying around. If you're out hunting, you might feel that aiming with an arrow is too difficult. Apparently,
This is
my eyes can't track
ridiculous.
fast-moving objects as of late, so my
This is
shots rarely
ridiculous.
land. So at times like these, here's an eyeball you can get by defeating monsters. Fuse it to an arrow and...
It's going to be a homing arrow like we saw at the
Look,
last
it
trailer.
homed in on the target. Let's try this on another bird.
Now,
I'll
This
just
is
fire in
super
that general
cool.
direction. It's very simple.
that's ridiculous.
Depending on what you stick together, the fuse ability could also be beneficial for hunting.
That's super, super cool. And that is, once again, like a revolutionary mechanic in the open world genre. That's something that Breath of the Wild did so well, is they revolutionized open world games with some of their ideas. This is one of those ideas that breaks the mold of open world games that we've played up to this point. That is so unique. It's such an outside the box crazy idea that only the Zelda team could really come up with. That is so very cool. However, it also sounds kind of tedious. Like before, yeah, you got your ice arrows, your fire arrows, your electricity arrows. You just kind of quick, yeah, I want to shoot ice arrows, all right, and then boom, you just shoot ice arrows. But now it kind of seems like, do you have to like craft every individual arrow before you shoot it? Because that sounds kind of tedious. Like, kind of sounds like a decent bit of work just to shoot one arrow. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe it's more streamlined than I'm picking up here. I'm still just kind of in shock what I'm looking at right now. It's crazy.
I fused a mushroom to my shield. Now, you're probably wondering if this has any use. Well, this mushroom is actually a puff shroom.
Yeah, you can put it on shields too.
Let's fight an enemy with this.
Wow. This one ability
Blocked with the shield. Okay,
shatters.
there's
This
smoke now.
one ability shatters
The enemy's
the
lost
game.
sight of Link, so attack. Even if you
Was this in Breath of the Wild? A sneak strike? Was there like, I know there were some stealthy moments in Breath of the Wild where, yeah, you kind of sneak around like the Iga Palace. That's her name, right? The Iga. Yeah. I don't recall. Was there like a stealth strike in Breath of the Wild? I don't remember.
attack. Even if you struggle with combat, you can take down enemies using similar methods. In the previous game, you'd usually get powerful weapons by defeating strong enemies. But in this game, fusing even the weakest weapon with something else could turn it into a useful weapon. There are even more gameplay options for sticking things together. Let me demonstrate.
Did he fuse? Oh no, he put that on his shield.
Some of the
Okay.
Sky Islands
I thought he
even
put
have
two
rivers.
materials on one item.
We'll want to cross this one, but swimming across it, well, the river's too.
Swimming across it is too basic. We're the Zelda team. We're gonna come up with some crazy fucking way to cross a river. Because we're fucking cracked out all the damn time.
Wide for that. We need a boat.
You're just gonna build a
Of course,
boat.
There isn't anything that resembles a boat around here. So, we'll lift up this log and attach it to a second log.
Oh my.
Let's do one more. We'll bring this over here and attach a third log. It's a makeshift raft. This is another new ability called Ultra Hand. Even though the logs are currently attached, they can be detached. Let's modify the shape of the raft.
God, this is so
You can always attach
ridiculous.
things or detach them like this.
The possibilities are
Now, if we
endless
put
with
on
this,
the water,
dude.
it's made of
People
wood,
are
so
going
the
to go
buoyancy will keep it
crazy
afloat.
with this mechanic. This is
We've made a
insane.
simplified version of a boat. However, it won't move in its current state,
Yeah.
so we'll need something to propel it forward.
I'm gonna use a Korok leaf for that, or are you gonna use
There's
these propeller-looking
something here.
things?
Let's try hitting it. Oh, wind. It's blowing wind. Looks like we found a fan. Why don't we try attaching it?
Oh, it's got a battery life on it too. That's kind of funny.
We'll
This is
attach
so-
another one.
I just don't want to
This
keep
should
saying
make
the
the
same
boat
thing
well
over and over
balanced.
again, but I'm just blown away by this idea. So great.
Okay, they're attached. All right, let's try moving the boat. Hey, it's moving. It's sailing pretty fast with the wind from the fans. Since we added 2 fans, we should be able to cross the river in no time. All right, we reached the other side.
All right. What the hell was that thing? You didn't even like comment
In
on
the
that.
most recent trailer,
Wait, what the hell is this?
we should be able to cross the
What
river
is this
in
guy
no
doing?
time.
Looks like a friendly little like robot lizard. He's digging
All right,
digging for
we
something.
reached the other side.
It says what its name is. Not that I'm not as if it's gonna
We reached the other side.
ranger construct. Okay, no, yeah, doesn't tell me anything, but
In the most recent trailer, we showed scenes of Link riding a large car and a flying machine. Those vehicles actually aren't in the game from the start. Instead, you'll be able to freely craft them on your own. There are all sorts of objects you'll come across in this game. And depending on how you use your imagination, you can do a lot with them. So, try crafting different things and explore this world at your leisure. There are even more new abilities. Take
My
this building over
mind
here.
is
Okay, watch this.
blown. Shattered.
Look, I passed right through the ceiling. This new ability is called Ascend. If you're in a place with a ceiling, you can go through to the floor above you. There are some restrictions, but what's great about this ability is that as long as there's a ceiling, you can use it anywhere.
Wow, like no matter how tall the
For
ceiling is, no
example,
matter how high.
This place has a cave with a hill right above it. If we use the ability here,
No way. You can just go straight to the top?
come on,
What the
Keep going.
hell? What the hell?
Okay,
That is
we
crazy.
emerged at the top of the hill. In the previous game, you had to use stamina to climb a mountain. But in this game, if there's a mountain with a cave like this one, you can now get to the top without having to climb all the way up.
You
Here's
guys
another
are
example. Imagine
madmen.
you're stuck
You-
in a cage. If it's got a ceiling, you know what to do, right? Exactly. Oh, there's another construct. It seems to be holding a strange weapon. Some enemies are equipped with fused weapons, so battles will play out a bit differently from the previous game. Ah, it blew me away with wind. Looks like it's got some sort of fan. Ah, I got pushed off.
Oh my god.
Oh well, let's just return to the surface.
No, that would piss me
Quickly
off so
descend from the
bad.
sky to the surface like this.
No, that would trigger me so hard if I'm exploring the Sky Island. Oh, I found this cool place to explore, and then I just get gusted off like that. I'm like, oh well, I'll just go down. No. How do you get back up in like a timely manner to continue your exploration? That would trigger the hell out of me if I was
It feels
doing
so
something
good.
like
In the sky,
really
you'll
important.
be able to look out across the land. You can also search for destinations that pique your interest. Once you've chosen your destination, you can speed things up, like this.
and it's cool there is no load screen transition. Oh, baby's crying. All right, I'm back. Where was I? All right, we're falling
Let's dive into this river.
back to Hyrule.
And we're back on the surface.
Okay, that's not how water works, by the way. And I mean, this is a video game, but in real life, Link would have been splattered into smithereens. You drop into a thing of water from that height at that velocity, you're dying. It doesn't matter if it's a body of water. In fact, I think research says you want to actually aim, like if you're parachuting and your thing doesn't deploy, you actually want to aim for the ground, like the dirt. I don't know what the science is behind it, but yeah, you land in water from that height, Link's dead. He should be dead.
Surface.
That is cool though.
There are still so many things I'd like to show you, but let's leave it at that for now.
Yeah, I don't want you to show me anymore. I might freaking
What did you think?
die of
Some
amazement.
of Link's new abilities were updated from the previous game. I'm sure some of you watching me play were thinking, wait, if you could do that, then maybe you could do this too. In this game, you can do a lot of things just by thinking about what's even possible. There's still a lot of new gameplay, mysteries, and encounters we couldn't show today, but they're all jam-packed into this unfamiliar Hyrule, and we hope you'll use your imagination to explore it. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.
Wow. That's ridiculous. And he summed it up really well at the end there. He said if you can essentially, if you can think it, you can do it. Or there's a lot of stuff you can do if you just put your imagination to the test. And that's what made Breath of the Wild so great. And that's that's what I was talking about earlier. So man, there's some crazy concepts in this game. That is ridiculous. Now I do have one, I guess I consider it a worry. I kind of mentioned it briefly in the video that the building and the crafting might look a little tedious to me. Like, it's really cool. The concept is amazing, and I'm sure people are going to do some insane stuff with it. but I'm not sure if those mechanics like crafting and building stuff is not really like at the forefront of my favorite things in gaming. So if that's a significant chunk of the game, I hope it doesn't bore me. Like I'm just like putting it out there. I love Zelda. I love puzzle games. I really enjoy Minecraft and Animal Crossing to a degree, but crafting and building things in a video game isn't like the most riveting sounding gameplay loop to me. So it may only be, a small chunk of the game that could be expanded upon by the highly imaginative players out there. So we'll see how much of the game actually requires it, and if they can make it like super easy and streamlined and quick, like, okay, I gotta make a boat, bing bang boom, I made a boat, let's go, then maybe it won't be a big deal. But if it requires like a lot of, okay, I gotta go find this, go find a log, all right, I got a log, all right, I gotta go find another one, there's one way over there, let me run over there, grab this log, bring it all the way back, okay, put you two together. I need a third log. Okay, there's a tree over there, I go chop down that tree. Now it's a lot of, if it's a process to build these things, that might put me off, and I'm a little worried about that. But I will certainly hold judgment till the game is actually out. And again, I do think it's a very cool and revolutionary idea in concept. Will that concept play out and be fun? For me, we shall see. We shall see. The other thing is Link's abilities, I feel like, are very godlike. I feel like they give off a very godlike aura. He can build things, he can create, he can manipulate time. He can phase through solid objects. Like that's a very supernatural ability. I think he had a fourth ability too. I think that was the fuse or something like that. I don't know. I just kind of wonder if he is granted these abilities, obviously by the arm. But what is the arm? That's a question. That's a mystery that we've all been trying to solve or find clues to. His abilities are very godly. I wonder if the arm is by chance. Does it come from Hylia or something? Does it get blessed upon him? I don't know. But I feel like those are some very godlike powers that he has. And if they're all stemming from the arm, that could maybe give us an indication as whose arm is it? Or where did the magical arm come from? Who does it derive from? Is it a godly entity in and of itself? I don't know. Kind of cool there. And lastly, I mean, look at the Master Sword here. Obviously, we know the Master Sword is broken, but then as it goes through, it kind of turns into this kind of like the Matrix or something. I don't know. There's a big emphasis on technology in this game, and this looks very digital, I guess. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from it. So what that means, no idea, but kind of a interesting detail, a cool design for this logo here for the title card. Man, so I guess that kind of wraps up my thoughts. This is crazy. I just think it's so amazing that the development team was able to think of yet another groundbreaking, and I will use the term revolutionary mechanic in the open world genre. They are once again potentially redefining the open world genre. 2 games back to back, which is just insane. Just insane. If this whole crafting mechanic is streamlined, is fun, it could seriously send this game into the stratosphere like of historic launches. And the fact that this all runs on the Switch, that you can jump from the sky and go all the way to the ground with like no load screens or anything. Graphical fidelity, visuals all look really good. So man, it's just as far like what the hell is the story going to be for this game? I don't know. I don't know. I still have a lot of questions, but it's good, and I think we're going to get more information. Obviously, we got a couple of months until this game drops, which it sounds like a long time, but it's really not as far as like video game marketing. So they're going to have to pump out some more information. Are they going to drip feed it? Are they going to have like one more big massive show before the game drops? I don't know. But good stuff, man. Good stuff. I'm pretty excited. All right, I'm gonna go upload this video now because I got shit to do. So probably gonna be really simple editing here. So just prepare yourselves. All right. We'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know down in the comments below if you're interested and excited for Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, you probably are, especially if you've watched this far in the video. But like, subscribe, share the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.